The clock is ticking, the rain is pouring in the background, and that can only mean we are back to Umineko, part 9 of episode 1. Welcome back, everyone. Last time we had some not so fun stuff as the game bullied Natsuhi and made her cry. So, I would like the Natsuhi bully to end. Maybe we could, bully someone who deserves it, like Kraus, Someone else, maybe, is due for some bullying. I'm not going to ask for any happy moments to make up for it, because I don't think this game's going to be doling out the happy fun times anytime soon. But, maybe spread the misfortune and the spread the unhappiness to people who maybe aren't completely dicked over in a way like Natsuhi is. Then again, I don't know most about these characters, so everyone might be in just as bad of a spot. But still, the Natsuhi bully makes me feel bad, and I'm going to need you to stop. Okay. Let us continue part 9. All right.
やれやれ。今日の日中が嘘のようだぜ。
George, Aniki, and I were killing time in front of the parlor television. At that point, Jessica returned. You cooled down, Jessica? Her face was still blank, but it looked like she calmed down a little since we'd last seen her. Well, hopefully it was a little Natsuhi's doing. A little mother bonding time.
Maria wa mada shouzo ga mae?
How have you guys not gone and checked on her yet? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
さっき戻ってきて。今はそ
Oh,
っちのソ
okay.
ファーで寝てる
Jeez.
ぜ。
I thought you guys would still just sit in front of the TV, not doing anything about Maria.
マリアにはもう遅い時間だもんな。
That's good. Looking at the clock, I saw it was a little past 10 p.m. Even if we were planning to stay up all night, it was about time to head back to our room.
一応うちのお袋が屋敷にも部屋を用意してくれたんだけどよ。どうする？
僕はゲストハウスに戻りたいかな。親たちの様子を見る限り、僕たちはお屋敷にいない
Yeah,
方がいい
get out of the
と。
war zone for a bit. Go to the guest house.
俺も同感だぜ。子供は邪魔せず引っ込んでろって感じみてえだからな。おとなしくそうするさ。
Oh, hello. As we were talking about this, Aunt Rosa came into the parlor. She was looking all over restlessly, probably trying to find Maria.
ローザおばさん。マリアならそこのソファーっすよ。
ありがとう。すっかり眠っちゃってるわね。ベッドに移さないと。
Sure, she's exhausted. How about someone give her a little piggyback ride to the guest house? Eh?
よかったら僕がベッドまで背負っていきましょうか。
ありがとう。助かるわ。ジョージ君たちはゲストハウスに戻るの？それとも夏日姉さんが用意してくれた部屋に泊まるのかしら？
今話し合ってました。ゲストハウスへ戻ろうかって話になったところです。
そう。ならマリアも一緒にしてあげてもいいかしら？いとこのみんなと一緒の方が。
All the cousins head out. Get away from all this shit.
安心できると思うしね。
Behind those words, she seemed to be concealing some regret that the adults, herself included, had deeply hurt Maria's feelings.
任してくださいよおばさん。
It was a little immature of them how they fucking crowded around her and interrogated her like that. Especially, I know he apologized for it, but the way Hideyoshi, tried to snatch the letter out of her hands, that was just weird. It's just like, dude, chill.
何しろこっちにゃマリアをあやすことに関してはエキスパートがいるっすからね。
それは僕のことかい？僕だけじゃ無理だよ。みんなでだよ。
そうだぜ。バトラだってあんなにもマリアと意気投合してふざけ合ってたじゃねえかよ。
That's true. He hit it off with Maria fast after the introduction. As we said this, Aunt Rosa smiled, looking truly happy.
みんなありがとう。 私たちの話し合いはだいぶ遅くまでかかりそう。だから申し訳ないけどマリアをみんなにお願いするわ。
おいマリア、熟睡か？ゲストハウスに戻るぞ。
Just pick her up while she's sleeping. Maria muttered something indistinct, rolled over, and fell back asleep. Yeah, just pick her up. It looked like she was sleeping deeply. She might not even wake up if you carry her all the way.
起こすのは悪いな。
僕が背負うよ。
Maria's body was much lighter than it looked. I lifted her up and put her on George Aniki's back. It was raining hard outside, and Aniki couldn't hold an umbrella and carry Maria at the same time. It looked like Aunt Rosa would come with us as far as the guest house to help out. However, when she heard Uncle Krause's voice call out to her, she had no choice but to return.
困ったわね。
So how are you gonna get her dry?
もう戻らないと。
Oh, Shannon, there we go.
皆さん、ゲストハウスまでお戻りですか？
Just in time, Shannon. After we left the hall on the way to the entrance, the door to the servant room opened and Shannon-chan stepped out.
だいぶ暗くなっておりますので、私がご案内させていただきます。
Gladly.
ちょうどよかったわ、シャノちゃん。ジョージ君がマリアをおぶっていてくれるの。傘をさしてあげてくれないかしら。
はい、かしこまりました。
Shannon-chan brought umbrellas for each of us and a flashlight to guide the way. Oh man, it's pouring. As we opened the front door, the downpour was quite terrific. It looked like we wouldn't have any spare time to take a pleasant walk and enjoy the nighttime rose garden.
兄貴、重くねえか？俺が背負うぜ。
大丈夫だよ。マリアちゃんくらい背負えるよ。
本当にありがとうね。マリアをよろしくお願い。
わかりました。じゃあ、おやすみなさい、おばさん。それでは、お送りしてまいります。
I'm worried, like, with what Rudolph said about dying tonight. I'm worried the next time we come back to this mansion, something will have gone wrong. It's the feeling I get.
よろしく。
Aunt Rosa watched us leave.
マリア、いつも
Hmm.
ごめんね。
I know you're sorry about what happened, but is that also you trying to... You're not trying to, like... kind of give the same kind of thing that Rudolph was. Like, Rudolph took his older family aside and said, you know, I'm gonna die tonight. Tonight, I will be killed. Rosa doesn't think the same thing, and then she's saying, like, I'm sorry for everything in your life that I ever did. Is she just saying sorry for the one thing, or is she, like, trying to do a goodbye here? Rosa's mumbling voice didn't reach the person in question, nor any of the kids, but disappeared beneath the sound of the rain. And you can hardly see. After cutting through the rainy rose garden, we arrived at the guest house.
俺がマリアを背負って立候補すりゃよかったぜ。そうすりゃ傘をさしてくれるシャノンちゃんのでっけえお乳を二の腕でたっぷり堪能できたってのによ。
There's the ballerina.
そんなつもりじゃないよ。誤解だよ。
Wow, you're getting quite flustered, George. Normally you just, you know, roll your eyes at Battler.
そうしないとジョージ様が濡れてしまうと思いまして。 ほーら、バカなこと言ってないで入るぜ。
After being urged on by Jessica, we folded up our umbrellas and went into the guest house.
お召し物を濡らしてしまった方はいらっしゃいませんか？タオルを用意いたしますが。
そこまで気を使わなくていいぜ。ありがとよ、シャノンちゃん。
そうだ。僕たちはこれからトランプでもして少し遊ばないかって話なんだけど、よかったら少し
Join in.
一緒しないかい？
あれ、今日のシフト、深夜勤は誰になってんだ？
親族会議中は特別シフトになってたと思いました。少し変更も出てるみたいなので、ちょっと確認してきます。
ああ、わざわざ屋敷に戻らないとわからないんなら無理に。
大丈夫です。ゲストハウスの使用人室でわかりますので、ちょっと失礼しますね。
Shannon-chan gave a quick bow and went to the guest house servant room. The rest of us headed for the cousin's room and decided to put Maria to bed for the time being. Maria was sleeping very deeply and there was absolutely no sign of her eyes opening. For now, we'd get some soft drinks out of the room's refrigerator and drink those while playing cards or something. Shannon? Oh,
あ
Cannon.
れ？カノン君？源氏様までこちらに。
Everyone is here. What's that about?
今夜のシフトはどうなっているのでしょうか？
クラウス様の命令があってね、
Uh-oh.
シフトの大掛かりな変更があったんだよ。
Okay. Everyone gotta be on duty?
ゴーダがお屋敷の深夜勤に変更になった。シャノンとカノンはゲストハウスの深夜勤。
Oh, okay.
私とクマサワはゲストハウスに泊まるようにとのご命令だ。
So only Goda in the mansion. Everyone else in the guest house? What's that about?
お前も今夜はこのままこちらにとどまるよう。たった今電話があった。
Why? Why would they need 4 of them in the guest house and only 1 in the main house where there's much more people? Strange.
ずいぶん大掛かりな変更ですね。お屋敷とゲストハウスの当番がまるっきり逆になってるじゃないですか。
Right, yeah. It would make more sense if it was the other way around. Originally, Shannon and Cannon had been assigned to the night shift in the mansion, while the night shift in the guest house, where all relatives were staying, had been assigned to Goda, who had an abundance of experience in entertaining. Kumasawa should have been sleeping at the guest house, while Genji should have been sleeping in the mansion. However, it seemed that Kraus had suddenly ordered that the schedule be modified. What's that about? Does he want less staff at the main house for some reason? The shifts at the guest house and the mansion had all been reversed, and Genji was spending the night at the guest house.
多分ベアトリーチ様の手紙のせいだろうね。
Okay.
多分ってどうして？
あんな怪しげな手紙が現れたら、クラウス様が僕たちを疑うのは当然だからね。
Oh, he suspects his staff. He wants to keep them away.
親方様直属の僕たちを極力親族会議の席から遠ざけたかったんだろうよ。
Genji, Shannon, and Cannon were all permitted to wear the Ushiromiya family crest, the one-winged eagle, as the servants who served directly under Kinzo. Of course, since they were working for the Ushiromiya family, they had to obey anyone's orders, but their only boss was Kinzo. It reminds me of, I said quite a while ago. I mean, we don't see where the crest is on Kumasawa, right? Obviously, we got Genji's. We don't see where it is on Goda's. Cannon has his on his collar. And then, strangely enough, Shannon has it on her leg. That's the thing I talked about, how the only other person with the crest imprinted on their body is on Ava's tattoo. She's just got it all over. Not just her clothes, but also her body. Shannon's different than the others in that she has it on her skin. Strange. Since only Kinzo held the right to employ them, even Kraus could not have dismissed them of his own accord. Because of this, Kraus and the others often viewed these servants as Kinzo's underlings and shunned them. Oh, they're... Okay. I see. And in fact, Kinzo seldom let anyone other than them enter his study. So the siblings kind of see them as the enemy. You know, they're like, to them, they're like Kraus's henchmen. This sudden shift change was probably a clear expression of the sense of mistrust that it caused. So wait, if Kraus wasn't allowed to do this on his own, how did he manage? Right? Because I said Kraus could not have dismissed... Or do you mean dismiss them as in fire them and hire new ones? Okay. Not like change their shifts. He can still do that. Considering the time Kinzo had left to live, this would definitely be the last family conference before the problem of the inheritance came up. On top of that, the mysterious letter that claimed to be from Beatrice had dropped in out of the blue. Kraus definitely wanted to keep Kinzo's loyal subjects away from the table of such a delicate and important discussion.
ではすまんが、私は向こうでくつろがせてもらう。もし何かあったらすぐに呼ぶように。今夜のお客様は特別だ。
Our guest tonight is a special case, after all. What? It's even boldened. A special case.
はい、かしこまりました。源氏様。
Huh? What does that mean? Write that down. Okay. Our guest tonight is a special case. Genji nodded back, went behind a screen, took off his jacket, and slowly began to relax after a day's worth of tension.
今お戻りになられたのはお子様方。
Yes, all four.
親族の方々はお屋敷で会議を。だいぶ長引きそうな雰囲気だったかな。
Yeah.
なら気楽だね。
We'll be up all night probably.
これ以上の深夜になって、しかもこの天気。
We gotta get Cannon to connect with the other cousins and stuff like Shannon does. Cannon and Shannon should hang with them. Have fun.
多分、親族の皆さんはお屋敷の方のお部屋にお泊まりさ。
多分ね。源氏様がいないから言うけど、ゲストハウス行きになってちょっと嬉しかったかな。
Well, you've already been invited to play some
どう
cards.
してだい？意地悪な奥様やエヴァ様から離れられたから？それとも別の理由があるのかい？
She wants to spend time with the cousins.
別の理由なんか
Yes, it is. Why you gotta be
ありません。
tsundere about it? Just say.
そっか。なら二人で深夜勤を頑張ろう。よろしく、姉さん。
私ついさっきお子様方にお部屋で遊ばないかとお呼ばれしてて。
Join him, Cannon. Shannon hung her head apologetically, gazing at Cannon uncertainly. Cannon didn't try to meet her eyes and spoke curtly as he sighed. It looked like he didn't plan on indulging his sister.
ダメだよ。
Oh. No? Isn't she supposed to follow the orders of the family? If they ask her to come, she's supposed to oblige.
深夜勤を仰せつかってる。
Right. Night shift taking care of the guests at the guest house. And literally all the guests in the guest house are going to be right there.
それに僕たち家具には遊びのお誘いは必要ない。
The fucking furniture line again. I don't even know
わかるね。
where that comes from.
そんなこと分かってます。
Oh, Shannon's shoulders drooped slightly. She had already expected that Cannon, a stickler for rules, would say something like that, but she still seemed a little discouraged. I mean, you're more senior staff than Cannon is. Can't you just go do it anyway? It's not like he's gonna go tell on you. As Cannon flipped through a logbook, he spoke without facing Shannon.
なら、お子様方お待たせしてしまってるね。
There's my boy.
深夜勤に当たってしまったから、ご一緒できないと謝ってこなきゃ。
Oh, fuck. I thought he was like, oh, I thought he was coming around and being like, just get in, you can go. And is like, damn it. I preemptively celebrated when he's just like, oh, go tell them you're not coming.
行ってきなよ。
Oh, fuck. Why is she happy about that?
私、謝ってくるね。
I think I'll apologize to them for a couple hours. Shannon hurriedly stood up from her seat before her brother's mood could change and flew out of the servant room after giving a quick bow. As he watched her go, Cannon took a single deep breath. Genji's voice came from behind the screen.
カノ、私がここにいるから。
Yeah!
源氏様、誘われたのはシャノンだけです。僕は別に誘われては。
言えばお前も誘われている。たまには子供らしく遊んでくるといい。
Alright. So I misinterpreted my misinterpretation. Cannon was kind of telling her, go get out of here. And now Genji, being a good lad, is like, Cannon, you go too.
いえ、僕
Oh,
に
come
は
on.
必要ない行為です。人の子には
Force him
遊び
to,
に必要で
Genji.
しょうが。
Make it an order. Oh, jeez. I know what this next line's going to be. Why? Why are they like this? Human children may have a need to play, but not furniture like us.
僕らは
Yeah.
家具ですから。
そうか。
姉さんだって家具です。
Jesus. Come on now.
人のふりをしたって後で苦しむだけなのに。
This dehumanization of the staff is very interesting. And every time it comes up, I comment about it, but I don't ever have anything new to say about it. I always just say, oh, what is that about? What's this about? So weird. What's it from? Is it just Kinzo, you know, forcing his staff to act like this? But I feel there's something more to it. It keeps coming up over and over again. Something's going on with that.
僕はそれが分かっているから人に近づきたくないだけなんです。
It will hurt her later if she pretends to be a person. Interesting. Genji did not say anything after that. After a while, he stood up and used a pot of hot water to make powdered cocoa, serving some to Cannon as well.
そりゃ本当かよ。
Quiet, you're gonna wake up Maria.
そりゃ知らなかったぜ。
バカ、声が
Yeah.
大きいぜ。マリア
Baka.
が起きちゃうだろ。
Battler was so surprised that he yelled obnoxiously and scattered his cards everywhere. His voice caused Maria to turn over once, but she soon fell back into a deep sleep. Jessica gave him a jab and he lowered his voice.
あ、いや、しかし言われてみれば確かにそれっぽい雰囲気はあったんだよな。
Huh?
なるほどな。ジョージの兄貴だな。
Naruhodo. George couldn't be seen anywhere in the room. A short while ago, when Shannon came to the room, George suddenly said that he'd forgotten something in the mansion and needed to go back and get it. Shannon said she would guide him, just like she had on the way to the guest house, and the two of them departed together.
いや、 昔からそれっぽい気配はあったんだぜ。
Oh.
好きなものを聞いてきたり趣味を聞いてきたりさ。単に関心を持つだけにしてはどうもなんて思ってたらよ。
A little bit of a thing happening between these two.
そういや、昔からジョージの兄貴はシャノンちゃんにやたらと優しかった気がするぜ。
I see. We're getting a different perspective. Oh no, we're going back to the main house. Oh. Where's this? Oh, this is the rendezvous
天
spot.
気予報によると今夜が一番ひどいみたい。明日いっぱいもやまないらしいけど、もう少しマシになるそうだよ。
そうですか。では
Look at these
明後日まで
two.
は船は来られないかもしれませんね。
Yeah, that means you get to spend lots of time together.
ジョージ様の月曜日のお勤めに差し支えが出ないか心配です。
台風が来ていることは知っていたからね。万一に備えて月曜日には予定を入れなかったから大丈夫さ。こう見えてもスケジュールは先読みできるタイプなんだ。
George puffed out his chest, acting proud. So, these two, I mean, at what stage is their romantic relationship exactly? Is it just starting? Do they just kind of go off and talk to each other? Or are they actually, like, in a relationship? Compared to the calm appearance George always had as the oldest cousin, he now looked amusingly like a little kid. Shannon chuckled at his abrupt contrast.
さすが。やがては会社を起こされる方は
This is
しっか
song.
りしていますね。
Aw. You know, I said I wasn't going to ask for a happy moment after all the Nazi bullshit last episode. Because I was like, this game's not going to give me a happy moment. It's just going to be weird, upsetting stuff. Just more upsetting stuff. But look at this. Listen to the music. Some nice romancy bits. They're all happy. It's all.
やっぱり会社を起こすというのは大変だね。お金とかそういうのだけじゃないものが父さんのところで勉強していてわかるよ。会社を起こすということは城を持ち部下を率いるということ。うちの父さんは秀吉って名前だけあって戦国武将のエピソードがとても好きでね。会社経営の哲学をよくそこから語るんだ。
Shares. Oh, Hideyoshi. I don't know Toyotomi. Toyotomi. Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi. Okay. Just want to Google that afterwards.
知ってるかい？戦国最強の騎馬軍団と恐れられた武田信玄も最初は部下たちの結束がバラバラで統率力をまるで発揮できなかった。
そうなんですか？なんだか意外ですね。
信玄は部下たちを結束させるため数々のリーダーシップを発揮してるんだよ。
George really has grown up isn't he, compared to the other two.
戦場で武功を
I mean, they say
立てた
that
部下に
and
対し
stuff, but
すぐ
it
そ
is
の場で
also
報
very
奨を
evident
与え
in
た
the way he acts and how knowledgeable he is.
普通こういうのは戦が終わってからまとめてやるものだからね。それを戦場の本陣の中にいながらまめにやり続け、部下の武功を素早く評価しやる気につなげたというのは非常に大きいことだよ。武田信玄は戦国最強の騎馬軍団を率いただけじゃない、戦国一の部下思いの人だったんだよ。
そんな方だから部下の皆さんもついてきてくれたんですね。
The truth was, Shannon had already heard this story several years ago, but whenever a discussion of his father led to this sort of topic, George would always glow and look like he was having a great time. So Shannon just smiled without interrupting, urging him to continue.
確かに資本主義の世界ではお金は力で石垣の高さでもある。でもね、戦も城も自分一人じゃ成り立たない。大勢の部下に支えられ、その力を借りて初めて成立するものなんだよ。それを理解してから父さんの背中を見ると、自分がいかに未熟で、父さんがどれほどの切磋琢磨をして今日を築き
See
上
how
げて
much
きたか
further you have to go, even though you've come so far?
ジョージ様
How
は
much more growing up
お
you
父
have to
様
do?
のことをとても尊敬されているんですね。
Clearly he does. Hideyoshi's a good guy.
羨ましいです。
あ、ごめん。
And Hideyoshi
別にそういう意味で言ったんじゃないんだよ。
seems very smart, very clever. And he knows his stuff when he talks.
すみません。私も別にそういう意味で言ったつもりは。
Oh ho ho. The two of them awkwardly looked at their feet. Shannon had no parents. She had been brought up in an orphanage owned by Kinzo called the Fukuin House. The Fukuin House. Under the guidance of Kinzo, their honorary director, the orphanage offered members who excelled a chance for on-the-job serving experience. If their efforts met with Kinzo's approval, they'd be able to leave the orphanage and work as servants for the Ushiromiya family. This was considered to be a highest honor for those who lived in the orphanage. I mean, there aren't many servants around here, so I imagine it's not just the highest honor, but one that's hardly ever given. Servants from the Fukuin house all took names with the character on in them while they served. So Shannon wasn't her real name. The same went for Cannon. All of the members of the Fukuin house were orphans. At least they were all people who had been separated from their parents under special circumstances. Because of this, the orphans had been taught to think of each other as their only family. Yes. Cannon, Shannon, siblings, as they call each other, just grew up to excuse me, just grew up to, refer to each other that way. Sort of like maybe as a bond building, bond building with people when you share a common issue of not having any other people to bond with, no other family. So that's why it seemed so natural to both of them when Cannon called Shannon his sister. And while both Shannon and Cannon were working in the mansion today, there were several other servants possessing the On character in their names, such as Manon and Lennon, who often worked in a rotation schedule. However, there were not many servants who stayed with the Ushiromiya family for long. It was standard for them to quit after 3 years, so you could probably say that Shannon, who had been working for 10 years, was a notable exception to the rule. They quit of their own volition, like they don't like working there anymore? Why is the quit rate so high? Or are they just going there for experience, and then moving on to, different, bigger jobs, I guess? Working as a servant for the Ushiromiya family was a heavy burden to bear, but the pay wasn't bad at all. Working for a full 3 years would earn more than what was needed to enter mainstream society. Okay, so you work there, you get a nice, safe amount of money in the bank, and then you move on to something else while having this financial security in mind. That was why, even though the orphans realized what a harsh task working for the Ushiromiya family was, they still hoped to be accepted. I'm sure it pays very well. Maybe the fact that Shannon managed to continue working for 10 years wasn't because she had more willpower than the other servants. Maybe she'd gotten stuck working for 10 years because she didn't have the courage to say she wanted to quit. Now that's interesting. being so shy and cowardly that you can't quit your job, and so you stay there 7 years after the norm. Huh. Interesting way to put it. Kinzo couldn't even trust his own blood relatives, and those excellent servants sent from the Fukuian household were the only ones he could rely on. Because of that, Kinzo would sometimes allow them to wear the family crest as servants under his direct control, and have them work close to him. Okay, so is this a symbol of trust? A symbol of trust from Kinzo if you have the crest, which would mean Kinzo trusts Genji and Shannon and Kanon, but not Goda and Kumasawa. They do not display the crest, so they're not on that level to Kinzo that Genji, Shannon, and Kanon are. He considers Genji, Shannon, and Kanon his you know, right hand main helpers, his partners, not partners. His, you know, his most trusted employees. Interesting. Well, that answers the question of why people have the crest, why some of the servants have the crest and why some of them don't. That she has. Yeah, I bet. She's probably not even paying attention. A few million. So, well, I mean, there's also the conversion rate of it's not just converting it to, like, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. It's also the inflation. That's the main thing that changes how much that is. You know, you got 3 million yen, $30,000, but it's a lot more than modern $30,000. It's a lot more than modern $30,000 if you know, adjust for inflation.
目標の額があってお勤めを続けてるわけじゃないのかい？
そうですね。
If it really is that she's just too scared to quit or just nervous to quit.
私はこのお屋敷
Yeah, she is. This is all she knows, I guess. She has no reason to quit. Unless,
お嬢様とも他の使用人の子たちとも仲良くやれてますし。
unless George, you know, gives her a reason to quit.
奥様には時折お叱りを受けますけど、バラの世話やお屋敷のお掃除も楽しいですし。
でもそれはシャノンちゃんの、
Yeah.
サヨちゃんの人生じゃない。
Sayo-chan. Oh, is that her real name? Sayo? Yeah, Shannon cast her eyes downward when she heard her real name. She understood what George was trying to say and fell silent. He's trying to say Shannon isn't who you are.
社会人になってからも勉強して分かったことがある。
Think about who you really are, Sayo. Think about what your life should be, not just in service of someone else who changed your name, and you sit here considering yourself furniture instead of a human being. Like, it's not a way to spend your life, and you're still really young, and you've already spent 10 years of your life here.
子供の頃、僕らが思っていたほど人生は単調で短くないんだ。
All school-aged kids have certain fears they can't shake. They wonder whether they'll live the rest of their lives like sleepy classes after a monotonous and boring school day, spending their time in a carefree laziness without anything interesting happening until it's all over. However, life's only like that for underage students. Compared to a human's life, the time they spend as students is nothing more than a blink of an eye, a period where they break through the shells of their immaturity. The inside of the shell might be a hot, suffocating, and boring world, but the world beyond that shell is vast and filled with limitless possibilities.
君の人生は まだシャノンという殻の中
The
でしかないん
shell
だ。
called Shannon. Interesting. Like that.
君は自分の人生がこの生活のままずっと続いていくと勘違いしてるんじゃないかな。
It's not even that she's... I like that. The shell called Shannon. It's covering you up. It's hiding you from, you know, the rest of the world. Hmm.
それは
Shannon couldn't deny those words. She'd been unable to harbor any clear doubts about her lifestyle. And since she never had any hopes or goals for changing herself, she lazily continued living that way that she always had. And if asked whether this life was satisfying, she wouldn't have been able to nod. She may have been intentionally averting her eyes from the truth. Without George's admonishments, she would have continued pretending not to notice as her real life slipped away bit by bit, neglected.
庄司様、私はこのままでいてはいけないのでしょうか。
I think George is going to say yes. I think I would say no, not if it's what you want, but do you even know what you want? Are you even fully aware? Like, if you don't know what the real world's even like and you've forgotten who you are, have you even forgotten what you truly desire? If you're complacent living here, you know, for the foreseeable future, I think you've given up way too early in life. No dreams, no wishes. Settling, you know, when you're under 10 years old, settling for what you'll be doing the rest of your life, it's not right.
いけないよ。あ、それから今、ルール違反が一つあったね。
Break a rule, what did she say? George immediately gave a strict answer, then broke out into a mischievous smile. Shannon already knew what she was being chided for, and she hung her head again, apparently embarrassed.
僕たちしかいないときは、
Oh,
様はなしの約束だよ。
gotta just be George.
約束では
Or is
聞け
it
ません。
George Kuhn or something?
ですが、ご命令でしたら聞かないわけにはいきません。
I don't think George wants to give you... Oh, shut up. Just stop. Why? I don't get it. I don't think George is going to want to order you to do it. He wants you to do it of your own volition.
じゃあ、
Okay.
命令だよ。
Never mind. I stand corrected.
はい。かしこまりました。ジョージさん。
George-san. As Shannon hung her head, her face red, she said George's name again, this time following it with son. Sayo-chan.
さやちゃん。
I like it. George smiled at Shannon, no, Sayo, to praise her small act of bravery. This short exchange alone made it clear how far back their relationship must have stretched. Oh, I didn't even think about that. They've known each other for a decade. I hadn't even considered that. I wonder when they started getting feelings for each other. For a long while, the two talked as if the weather raging about them didn't even enter their thoughts. They talked about the many memories they'd built during the relationship that no one else knew about. I wonder how much... I wonder if it really is a secret, or if others know about it. Because, I don't know, I feel like a lot of things that happen here are probably monitored, and not everything is kept a secret that wants to be kept a secret. And people are always watching. Maybe. We'll see. Every once in a while, a flash of lightning would attempt to interrupt them, but this could sully neither the roses nor the time they spent blushing at each other. Oh. Hello? Oh, it was a long transition.
そうだ。君に見せたいものがあって。
Okay.
なんでしょうか。
George, who had been speaking eloquently, suddenly started to stutter. Watching him, Shannon seemed to guess something. George timidly searched through his pockets. Something got caught in the depths of his pocket, and just like the stuttering George, it took a little while to get it out. It's not what I mean, he's not gonna bust out like a fucking ring or anything, is he? That would be crazy. Surely not. Oh my god. Dude's about to bust out a ring. It was a very small box. A small box covered in deep blue velvet. That peculiar shape was enough to tell anyone what was resting inside. He's proposing to Shannon right now? We didn't even know about their relationship until 10 minutes ago. Holy shit. What the hell? Shannon had prepared her heart somewhat, certain beforehand that this is what he'd been planning. Oh, wow. But even so, when she actually saw it, she couldn't avoid blushing once more. This music, though. George opened the small box, took something out, and held it for Shannon to take.
これを君に受け取ってほしいんだ。
But not put it on yet? Well, they gotta keep their relationship a secret, so she can't put it on. I don't think it's just like a random gift he's giving you for fun, Shannon.
受け取れない。
Okay. Do not kill a man's proposal by telling him, I can't because I'm furniture.
さよ、これはお願いじゃない。
Oh ho ho! It's an order.
命令だよ。この指輪を受け取って。
Holy shit.
命令では従わなくてはなりません。
うん、そうだね。いい子だよ。
Oh, look at that. Can I, have to go to, like, options and then... I don't even know. Where is it? Oh, you have to right click while you're in option. Yeah, there's like 3 steps to get this. It's a nice CG. She looks a bit different than her sprite does. I feel like her face is a little, drawn differently. I don't know if the sprites and the CGs are done by different artists, because sometimes that's the case with certain visual novels. But oh. Shannon, not wanting to show her bright red face, timidly accepted the ring from George's hand, while still staring at the ground. That ring wasn't a simple accessory. It was a noble object, meant since ancient times to be offered to a special woman under special circumstances. Therefore, while George could order her to take it, he could not order anything beyond that. Anything beyond that would depend not on an order, but on Shannon, no, Sayo's own will.
だから、ここからはもう命令じゃない。さよ、明日までに言葉でない形で返事がもらいたい。
See, that's a flag right there. With everything going on, that's a flag. Give it to me by tomorrow. What's gonna happen between now and tomorrow? Damn it. Damn it. Now I'm worried. Now I'm scared.
わかるね。
Can't she just say it now? Don't make her. No, don't wait. Don't wait. Oof.
どうすれば。
もうこれ以上は命令じゃないから、僕は君に命令はしない。でも指輪は指にするもの、気に入ってくれたなら好きな指につけてくれればいい。
Shannon had only pretended not to know. She already understood what he wanted her to do. But she was standing at a huge crossroad of her life. I mean, yeah. That is a decision. For sure.
もうこんな時間だね。今夜はこれくらいにしよう。
She doesn't seem quite sure, though, is the thing. And I wonder, I would like to know what's going through her head. What's she thinking about right now? There's obviously some hesitation here. I think she's in love with him, but there's something about her current life versus the uncertainty of what her life could become or what lies ahead if she says yes. What she does now is all she knows, and she'd be giving all that up if she said yes. She'd be casting her life into the unknown, and that's scary. And so I'm thinking maybe that's where her hesitation comes from. George turned away from Shannon, acting just a bit bluntly.
君に左手につけてほしいと命令することもで、君も命令されればそれに従えるという臆病な甘えがあるかもしれない。でも最後のここだけは君のサヨの意志でしてもらいたいんだ。
Well, yeah, I think it would be pretty bad if you fucking ordered her to put it on.
わかるね。
It's not something you order someone to do.
はい。
This grand music has been
それが
great for this scene.
今夜よく考えて明日その返事を見せてほしい。
Shannon nodded back. Today was the culmination of their many days spent together. Over a decade, yeah. This moment certainly hadn't come as a surprise to Shannon.
そろそろゲストハウスに戻ろうか。これ以上遅いとみんなを心配させちゃうよ。
すみません。私、そのお屋敷に用を思い出しまして、そのお屋敷へ行かねばなりません。
She's just embarrassed. She probably doesn't want to be around him anymore. She's going to be way too embarrassed.
こんな時間に本当かな。
George stared into Shannon's face as he laughed mischievously. He definitely saw through Shannon's lie. However, when he saw how she felt, he could sort of understand that she might be so embarrassed that she'd want to be alone. Yes, exactly. So because George realized the meaning behind Shannon's lie, he accepted it. Well, that was a scene I was not expecting, to say the least. I was not... We were just chilling at the guest house. You know, Shannon was going to come play cards. And then suddenly, boom! Proposal scene. I'm like, what the fuck? We didn't even know these people were in a relationship. That was something. Oh, snap. The last thing I would have guessed what the next scene was going to be about. Alright. Well. Good stuff. I feel like we're, one at a time, we're learning more and more about certain characters in these episodes, you know. Last time we got a ton on Natsuhi and a bit of good stuff on Jessica. This time all Shannon, all George. yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's like before shit hits the fan, we're taking time to really get to know these characters specifically and on a more personal level, and not just their circumstances, but also to see how they interact with each other and to kind of get insight into what's going through their heads and what they think about and stuff like that. What makes them who they are, which is great. Providing a lot more characterization to each person before we see them, go through whatever kind of struggle the plot's going to be. I can only imagine. So, yeah. All right. That's about it. Thank you for watching. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you guys did too. This has been episode 9, I believe, and so I will see you next time for episode 10. Thanks for watching. Bye.